Orion Eckley Darnell is your full name.
Right.
Where you come from?
I was born Sun Records, in the studio.
Do you ever take off your mask?
Only when I go through customs.
Welcome to Kermode Uncut. If you're a regular here, you'll know that one of my favourite films of last year was Orion, the Man Who Would Be King, which is a documentary by Jeannie Findlay. And it's the extraordinary story of Jimmy Ellis, who was essentially an Elvis impersonator who, after Elvis's death, performed on stage wearing a mask. And rumours started that actually he was really Elvis, that Elvis had faked his death, and this was Elvis performing wearing a mask. And he had this whole kind of strange career. Now, I was aware of the story anyway, because as a diehard Elvis fan, I had many years ago kind of bought into those rumours. I'd read the books by Brewer-Giorgio, you know, Is Elvis Alive? And the Elvis Files, and I loved all that mythology. But the thing I really liked about the movie was that it wasn't just a weird, quirky, kooky story. It was actually rather more than that. It was a melancholic story about somebody who was a performer who wanted to be recognised in their own right, but who was almost cursed by the fact that they sounded exactly like Elvis. So Jimmy Ellis didn't really have his own solo career. He just had this career as Orion, the man who might be Elvis, the man who would be king. Well, Orion has just come out in a limited edition DVD pack. Apparently nowadays nobody buys DVDs, everything's downloaded. It's like vinyl. Apparently DVD is so last year. So there's this limited edition version of Orion, the Man Who Would Be King. Comes in a gatefold sleeve with this lovely quote from Jimmy Ellis, which kind of tells the whole story. Elvis made it and he sounded like Elvis. Why can't I make it? Which always reminds me of that quote from Bad News. I think it's Ade Edmondson says, you know, I could play Stairway to Heaven when I was 14. Jimmy Page didn't write it till he was 26, and I think that speaks volumes. The other thing you get, if you get this gatefold edition, is you get a yellow vinyl, sun yellow vinyl EP of Jimmy Ellis singing as Orion, and there's posters and things. And also, very importantly, you get these Orion glasses that you can wear whilst enjoying the music and the film itself. And I'd just like to say that while all these things are, you know, I understand there's a necessity to put this sort of stuff in to get people interested in DVDs. Here at Kermode Uncut, we don't fall for any of that sort of thing. I mean, we are just all about the movies. Nothing else, none of the peripheral stuff, none of the gimmicks, none of the extra stuff. For me, it's all about the film, nothing else. Thank you very much.
See the tree, how big it's grown, but friends, it hasn't been too long. It wasn't big